Hi there! In this episode I would like to introduce one of my favorite monitor species, the Ackie Monitor. Today I'm going to share with you some of my experience and information I've collected through the years I've been keeping these animals. I'm going to tell you about the basics you need to know in order to keep these reptiles happy at your home. Characteristics. Ackies come from Australia. They inhabit the arid, dry regions, scrubland environments, and hot rocky outcroppings. There are two different subspecies out there. One is the common yellow, and the other one is red. Red Ackies are more robust and have a distinct cross and spot head pattern. Ackie monitors are dwarf monitors, which means they never really get too big. And that is the first reason you should get one if you're just diving into the reptile hobby. They are easy to keep, simple to care for, and a blast to interact with. Housing. Since they are small, you don't have to prepare with huge enclosures. For a single or two animals, I would suggest a 45-inch long, 23-inch tall and a 20-inch deep terrarium. Housing 3 or 4 Ackies, a 55-inch long, 23-inch tall and a 27-inch deep enclosure would be more than enough. If your enclosure allows, they will use its vertical space too, so don't be afraid to make artificial ledges or safely pile rocks and branches on top of each other. Your animals will love those tight spaces and will feel much safer if they can retreat whenever they feel like. Add the huge water bowl and you're ready with escape. Substrate. Ackies are burrowing creatures. They like to dig and also like humidity, so you have to prepare with a substrate that can support both. I tried with different kind of substrates and the following version proved to be the best. 1/3 of sand, 1/3 of soil, and a little bit of cocoa fiber and repti bark. The mixture will hold humidity well and won't collapse on your lizards. Just make sure you give it a good spraying every day. Have the substrate 10 inches deep so tunnels can be made. Lighting. Your Ackies will require proper lighting because they love heat, especially a hot basking spot. A really hot basking spot. My animal's basking area is around 60 degrees Celsius, while the ambient temperature is around 30 degrees. Also keep in mind, you have to set up a cool side so your animals can thermoregulate. To achieve this temperature gradient, I use 3 bulbs. On the hot side, there is a full spectrum heat bulb. In the middle, there is another bulb depending on the season and how much extra heat I have to provide. On the cool side, I use a UVB lamp. With those 3, I can always control the temperature, so my Ackies are in a perfect balance. Interaction. As I said, interacting with Ackies is a real blast. These monitors are super inquisitive and very friendly. Once they get used to you, they will curiously check you out every time you open the terrarium. Don't push yourself on them when they are young. Young Ackies tend to be skittish, but it goes away once you establish trust. Breeding. Breeding Ackies is not a hard thing, but you have to get a few things right in order to be successful. The very first thing you need is a sexually matured pair, of course. Sexing can be tricky, but there are a few clues to help determining the genders. Males are usually bigger, and their heads are bulky compared to the females' elegant, elongated heads. Males have a chunkier tailbase and their spurs are rougher as well. There is an interesting technique where you can spot the male's hemipenises with a bright light directed through the tailbase. Follow the link below and learn more about this technique. When Ackie is kept well, breeding can occur through the whole year and multiple clutches may be laid. 30 days after copulation, females start to dig nests and start laying eggs. By the time, you have to be prepared with a nest box if your substrate is not deep enough. Nest box can be kept in the enclosure or separated. If all went well, your Ackie will lay up to 12 eggs. If you can see mating behavior, but there are no fertile eggs, double check your animals because females can show male-like mating behavior. Incubate your fertile eggs at 30 degrees for about 90 to 120 days. feeding. And finally we arrive to the most interesting subject. Feeding these lizards is super fun. They like to eat and go after everything that moves. They are pretty much like... Yeah. You should mainly keep them on insect diet, not just because it's fun to see them hunting, but insects is what they mainly eat in the wild. As staple, you can offer locusts, crickets, mealworms, superworms, roaches. From time to time, you can give them beef, lean chicken, eggs or fish, but whatever you feed them, don't forget about the calcium and vitamin supplements. These were the basics about Ackie Monitor keeping. I hope you found this video useful. See you in the next video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and turn the post notifications on.